start, and get ready to come in, and away you go.
If you're ever
Absolutely can do it. Very good. You're going to hear the pitch again, and you're going to come in even more sure this time.
If you're ever feeling blue.
Very good. So much better, right? So much better. Now, it was the same pitch, so it was easier for you to find the same pitch. So what you have to do is come out of chaos to where we just change the key several times, and then we come back and do it again. Okay, but when you come back in this time, you're not directing, I don't want you to direct the opening pitch. What I want you to direct is the breath and the lift, right? So you're going to feel, here we go, hold the key, here we go. If you ever, with me, guys.
If you're ever feeling blue.
Good, exactly. Now I want you to send your information 100%, 100, not 98, 100%, and you're going to send this information right in my hand. Get ready to go. Here it comes.
If you're ever feeling blue, just remember I like you.
So when you sing that last note, many of you pulled back to yourselves. You went, I like, and your voice went, blah, 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 blah. And if you've been going, I like you, if you just kept singing, and all of that information goes forward, it does this amazing thing. It smooths out your voice. It becomes like a, what is that thing called on the road that smooths everything out?
Steamroller.
Steamroller. It'll become like a steamroller with your voice. And when you pull back and you start to have this, oh, I need to check in with myself because I want to make sure I'm doing okay. Those decisions are not good. Those are not good. You just, and that doesn't mean you have to stand here and do this kind of a thing. You're performing on a very centered kind of a way. If I ask you to stand centered right now, how would you stand? Centered. Right. In general, in risers, you want your outside foot to be just slightly out, and on these kinds of things. This is so your legs can rock and you don't fall over. There's these, you don't lock your knees. If you're just completely centered and you try to lean forward, you would fall. All right. So there's just a little bit of bend in your knees. These are, but you stay centered. In fact, I've been told you should be able to stand to where if someone threw a medicine ball at you, you got it. So just a little bit of like, not centered, lean. I was taught different than this in the old days. I was told, put this here, here, and here, and then lean forward. This is what I was told. You know what? You're not told that anymore.
So that pitch blows, right?
Oh, yeah, but the thing is, an audience can't see if you're leaning forward. You just look shorter to them. They can't see if you're leaning forward.
So we're not hinting that we don't want to.
It causes all this stuff. Now what we want you to do is the strongest muscles in your body are in the upper part of your legs. So that's where you should want to have your center right here. That's it, sort of bouncy. And now you're free to do all this wonderful stuff. Now energy is a different concept, okay? So if you're going to send that energy and you're going to send it, it means all the words should be complete. There shouldn't be this feeling of you tug of war up here, pulling back on this. You're just going to keep sending, and I mean all the way to the cutoff, dialing forward, and then still going forward. Nothing pulls back. No. Someone said, if you didn't buy a ticket to this show, you don't get to listen. You got to send it. You got to send it all, 100%. Sing the blow the pitch again. Now that we've forgotten it, think of your opening pitch and get ready to go. 100%.
If you're ever feeling blue, just remember I like you.
So if I were doing it, I would go, just remember I like you. Do you hear that little glottal stop in there? Just remember I like you. On unison, everyone's on melody. Everyone's on melody. Just remember I like you. Sing it with me. Here we go.
Just remember I like
you. Hear the glottal stop. How there's a little separation. Listen to me do it. Just remember I like you. Your turn to do it.
Just remember I like
Right,
you.
so you are plowing through that pause, and so what ends up happening is you're taking it away for everybody. When you plow, it only takes one person to plow through it, and we don't hear it. You know what I'm wanting you to do? Listen to me do it one more time. Just remember, I like you. Your turn.
Just remember I like you.
That's right. Whoever got it knows he got it that time, and we all heard it happen. So in the context of it, I don't need you to direct that. I need for you to do this kind of a thing, and then when they get it, they'll get it, and they'll get it. And it's so small, it's not the big deal. You're going to do it in your parts and all that kind of thing. The reason we do it it on unison, so they don't have to think about tuning and all this stuff. That's why we do things on unison a lot of the time. Good, very good. Now what happened when I had them sing 100% of the time forward? What happened to the song?
It was a lot more unit. There was no sync issues.
Sync? Just
moving
completeness.
tune.
Completeness in the tones.
It was similarity in sound
And
of all the different voices. Very simple.
That's right. All these things happened just from you quitting that conversation and that tug of war you play all the time. It's not, we're human beings. I get it. I know what you're doing. It's a skill to learn, though, to just trust and to send. Send. And you're going to keep going this time, okay? And you're going to direct some. You're going to direct just this kind of thing. Just simple little circles. You don't need more than that.
If you're ever feeling blue, just remember I like you. If you need me, I'll be there through it all. Doesn't matter if you're tall or short or big or small. That's not what makes you special. Not at all. It's you I like. It's not the things you wear. It's not the way you do your hair. But it's you I like. The way you are right now. The way I'm deep inside you. Not the things that hide you. Not your toys. They're just beside you.
We're going to stop it. So it's really nice. What you're doing is really nice. Have you ever sat in an audience and watched a comedian and the comedian is telling a story, and if you look at the people beside you, they're sitting out there and they have this look of blankness on their face, but in their head they're laughing and thinking it's happy. You know, not everyone shows effusive smiles and stuff. And I have sat in an audience and watched somebody having an emotional reaction inside their head while on the outside nothing's happening. Maybe you've experienced that too. Well, when he's up here directing, a lot of you go up there and you're on the rise and you're singing your part and you're having this in your brain, you're experiencing a lot of things, but you're really outside, you're that audience member. You're being an audience on the risers. But the thing is, no one's paying to see this. What I would like for you to do with this part of the song is something very similar to what we did at the very beginning, which is for them to take ownership more. Because once they've gotten used to doing that, they know the timing, but they don't own the time. Right now, they're more interested in following you rather than them owning the musicality of the whole line and all of this. It'd be different if they didn't know it, but they sound like they do know it. So if you start from "It's you I like," and again, this is about you conversing with the rest of them. So I'm totally fine with them turning inside, and we'll love you permanently say, totally fine, because they have to explore this a little bit and figure out what that will really reveal is the places where they don't quite know the timing. That's what it will reveal. And we want to figure out what it is. So we're going to blow the pitch, and "It's you I like" is where we are.
Centers and leads.
Right.
It's you I like.
So do it again, and it wasn't quite together, and it wasn't, and it did not have enough sweetness and conversational quality. Try it again, wait, so here we go. Take a breath, I'm gonna direct just the breath, not the beat, the breath, here it comes.
It's you I like. It's not the things you wear.
So try it again, and there's little timing there, so is it,
Don't take a breath. There shouldn't be a breath. It's you I like. It's not the things you wear.
so there's no rest in there for you. I want you to breathe by taking a word out if you need to somewhere. And by the way, usually it's smarter to take a breath before you need it, rather than wait. No, holy crap, I need a breath. Now it's too late. Take one a little earlier, and then there's one place that you are not to breathe, and that is after the word like. Got that? I just gave you 1,000 breaths. I took one back. Okay? All kinds of places to breathe, and one you cannot. It's you I like, and we can find a way to make that time perfectly. And you're not seeing it by looking at me, I'm seeing it just started. And then you're going to share it with everyone. Where we go?
It's you I like, it's not the things you wear.
Very good. And the word wear. Say the word wear for me.
Wear.
Right. So if you speak it and you throw that word to the ground, what does it sound like?
Wear.
So if you were going to say it more like it's a cartoon or like it's a question, how would you say the word where if it were a question?
Where?
Right, and it has a little curly Q on it, okay? Say the word where.
Where?
Right, so what we want to do when we speak barbershop is we want to speak it like it's in cursive. And not just cursive, but your grandma's cursive. The Constitution cursive is what we're looking for. So if I were going to speak cursive on It's You I Like, instead of it being print, it's you I like, it's not the things you wear, which is how we would typically do it. Instead, we're going to speak it like we're telling a story to a room full of young children. It's you I like, it's not the things you wear. Hear what I'm doing? Very current, and it's up here in this part of my voice. It's you I like, and I'm connecting all the words together. If it were print, I would go, it's you I like, it's not the things you wear. That's print. It's you I like, it's not the things you wear.
Very Mr. Rogers.
Very Mr. Rogers. Now you're all speaking it for me.
It's you I like, it's not the things you wear.
Very good. And if you this is a technique called Singlish, okay? It's used by all the top choruses.
Yep.
It's used all the time as a way of connecting the energy underneath it. And when you hear someone sing without it, they go, it's you I like, it's not the thing. And when they use it, when they practice creating the bones of the song, and then they apply the song, it sounds like, it's you I like, it's not the things you wear. And it has all this circular motion, while outside we don't detect what's missing until you hear it gone.
Yeah.
And then it becomes real sterile by comparison, right? You hear that in there. And now, how about the whole chorus is going to sing melody? Here it comes. You all know what it is. Everyone's singing melody, starting.
It's
I
you.
wonder how you can find that first sound that doesn't sound like eh, but sounds like a pitch. Sounds like a pitch and more of an E than anything else. But you got the idea, see?
It's you I like, it's not the things you wear.
And some of you was there, and I'm just drawing your attention. Does anyone hear that there's some cavemen in there? There's some kind of grunts going on there. I wonder if we could remove those few cavemen in there who are trying so hard. Let's just find a substitution for any of that voice in there, and away we go.
It's you I like, it's not the things you wear.
And those were better choices, weren't they? Yeah, they just have to be aware of it. And just subtle things like that. And you can take that stuff out just like that, if you know. And then suddenly, all this little circular, curly kinds of singing is replaced by musical singing as a result. And then you can go back into parts, and when you go back into parts, you can let all that stuff go. I'm kidding. You should apply it. That's why, but it's like going to the gym. You have to practice that stuff until it starts to become part of your DNA, until it starts to become part of what you expect to happen. And how quickly will that happen?
Overnight.
I'll give you a hint. If you start right now, it literally is going to take years before it becomes full. So it has to be something that becomes part of your routine. I mean, you notice how when I just all of you will notice when I demonstrate how I have a certain amount of animation to my demonstration and circular kind of stuff. This is because I teach through the technique I want you to use. And I'm doing it this way, and as a result, without even knowing it, you would start to reflect it back, and before you know it, you've created all this music, and it's like, how did that happen? And it's because you didn't have, I mean, it literally was coming at you in every way. That's just a thing, and it would be very hard for me to teach any other way.
Can you do that with my golf swing?
Is that the thing with the little white ball?
In the game they call the game they call oh shit.
Yeah, I've heard it called that before, but I forget. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and start the song again. It's You I Like, and you're in parts now. And you're going to continue having a conversation with each other. And I want to see if we can bring all that stuff in there. Let's see what happens.
Get up. Let's do this.
It's you I like, it's not the things you wear, it's not the way you do your hair, but it's you I like, the way you are right now, the way down deep inside you.
And then what you would do, and you heard some sync there, so you would just have to figure out that sync there. There's a little bit of subtlety, so rather than strip everything around and have them just watch you for perfection, what ends up happening when you do that way, what ends up happening is they strip all the musicality out and then just focus you for being the bouncing ball. Instead, and it takes a little longer, you have to practice it usually through speech. That's the way to do it. Why is it good to do things through speech? What are you supposed to, the thing that you're getting when you do it, what do you not have to worry about when you do things in speech? Pitches, tuning, all that thing. All that you're really worried about is color and timing. Circular color and time. So it went with the words, what were the words when everyone came in? Not the thing you wear, the bear nose coming in.
It's not the way you do your hair, but it's
And then the next one.
The way you are right now.
The way you are right now. Speaking for me, the way you are right now. Go for it.
the way you are right now, the way down deep inside
I
you.
was messing there. Try it again. The way you are right. By the way, the way you are right now. That's what I would want you to do. The way you are right now. The next line, I don't know.
The way down deep inside.
Way down deep inside you. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
The way you are right now, the deep inside you. That's how I would speak it to you. Now you're going to speak it back to me.
The way you are right now, the way down deep inside you.
The way down deep inside you.
The way down deep inside you.
And you see what I'm doing? It's very round and very tall and very lifted, and you have them speak it in that way. And then when they start to sing it for me. From right there. The way you are right now. Sing.
The way you are right now, the way down deep inside you.
Again, it was not perfect. There were errors in there. Try it again. The way you are right now, right? You're my now. You're right. That's where you go.
The way you are right now, the way down deep inside you.
Right, and then it's just a matter of everyone getting your notes, because a lot of you are out there just, they're not sure what you're doing. So that's one of I just go, figure it out. And most like the shoulder, figure it out.
I want to change the interpretation of how they do that thing.
Okay, you
The
finish
way
it.
you are right now, the way down deep inside you.
Something like that.
Okay.
The way, but do it on speech now. Show me your
The
tongue.
way you are right now, the way down deep
Inside you. Yeah, just like that. I just did one because it was a thing. I didn't want to change it. I wasn't trying to change anything. His interpretation, not mine. His interpretation, I was just showing you the method. I'm just playing. No,
Yeah.
the whole
Well, that's
word
one
deep
word.
is
If I wanted to
perfect.
say something,
The word deep holding it is totally fine. Any of those is fine. I'm just thinking about timing and also what is the emotional content? Where are we going? Even the word deep can have a little hug on it. Totally fine. The way you are right now. He doesn't want to rest. He doesn't want to rest, right? He wants to go through that. So you're going to have to breathe somewhere else. We've taken one away. We've given you a bunch. That's the way to think of it. You have to practice that, because in the moment you're going to do one of those things, and that's a shame.
Yeah.
Right. You get the idea. Get ready to sing the way you are right now. You know your notes? Find them. The way you are. Where you go.
The way you are right now, the way down deep inside you.
Watch me. Way down deep inside you. Speak it with me.
The way down deep inside you.
You got the idea. So I'm not directing you. I'm just going way down deep inside you. Do it with me.
The way down deep inside you.
There you go. And it wouldn't take any time for you to get your mirror, your parrot a little bit, and before you know it, you understand the music behind it. The way you are right now, you're back in. Here you go. Start them up.
The way you are right now, the way down deep inside you.
How beautiful. Do it again. There's notes in there. There's issues. The word now is the wrong chord right now. Do it again. Do it again. Figure it out.
The way you are right now.
Is that right? Good. Sing the word now. Here it is. Now. By the way, thank you. It's not. It's just an off. It's just an off. Yeah, we're not turning it too quick. Where you are right now. And then it bends through the end of it. Exactly.
That's the way he speaks it. That's how we're going to sing it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It makes it really musical, doesn't it? It turns it, and it turns at the end. And if you did it on speech, it would never feel wrong. It would feel right without having to overthink. Right? Good. I'm just showing you the technique. Just showing you the technique, and you can take this to any song you want and learn it on speech. And they're smart, and they sing well, and they sing in tune. They do. There's talent up there somewhere. It's all spattered around.
Not you. No, not you.
You figure it out who's who, but I mean, there's talent up there, and guess what the result is? Wow, there's some beautiful music you're making here, and it starts to feel gentle, and it starts to feel personal, and I hope you can feel it. Starting to get some beauty in it. Holy cow, there's some beauty in there, and it comes across better than if it feels like they're the robot. That's different, and that's when they own it. And then you just start the conversation, let them go back, and then send them some more. And it's amazing how that comes to life. And away you go. You're going to go back to It's You I Like.
Yeah.
It's You I Like.
The pickup with the two.
That's right. I'm going to get out of the way. Now it's your turn. What percentage do you send forward? 100%. 100. Don't keep any for yourself.
It's you I like.
It's you. Ooh, nice call out.
It's you I like. It's not the things you wear. It's not the way you do your hair. But it's you I like.
Okay, let's practice to see if we do it right. So let's speak this now, because it sounded a little plotty in my ear.
Yeah, and you notice how what I just saw happen was you all just dropped everything to your feet, and you just kind of waited, and everything was plotty at the moment. Yeah, it didn't have all that energy that you were using before. Before, there was this conversation where you were including everything in a circular way, and then you kind of went back to normal,
Right.
and all that energy went away. Now, that's a decision you make right there. Yeah, because they were thinking, okay, we're back to what we normally do. No.
This is the new normal.
New
Okay, so
normal.
now let's speak it now. It's you, right? It's you in that grand
It's
curse.
English. English.
Very good.
It's you I like. It's not the things you wear. It's not the way you do your hair. But it's you I like.
Sing it. Sing it.
It's you I like. It's not the things you wear. It's not the way you do your hair. But it's you I like. The way you are right now. The way down deep inside you.
close that too soon, or we lose the whole integrity of the chord. B-side, B-side, and then close your diphthong, okay?
The results when you decide to start doing this, it just changes everything.
It does.
It's just completely, and I gave you a cue, and suddenly you all went like that, and it's like, you gotta keep doing that. You gotta keep doing it. It's musical, it sounds full. You know, you're not a huge group, but it doesn't sound tiny. It sounds fine when you all just keep, it's not a matter of loudness. It is not loudness. None of this is loud.
No.
None of this is loud. It's all just complete, and it doesn't sound like it's full of doubt. Right?
I like it because it's a little new, but
I know
That
the
doesn't
newness
mean
is
nothing.
not a problem. I don't hear any newness because, I mean, when we were working on something, that was all gone. There was no newness. You were just singing. So I need for you to get out of your brain and just give. Just keep getting. And if there's a sync issue, he'll fix it. He'll fix it. That's fine. But you're afraid of, and this is because we're judged this way in our lives. We're judged to get all the details exactly right. You have license to allow a little bit of a synchronization error in there in order to give all this energy and all this wonderful circular energy. All that stuff is more important. Give all that and then let him clean it up. That's a better path than trying to go for scared perfection.
no time for the spot?
I know, Tom.
No.
All right.
We got time. Same spot, right? It's you. Pick up the. We're gonna give you the break.
It's you I like. It's not the things you wear. It's not the way you do your hair. But it's you I like. The way you are right now. The way down deep inside you. Not the things that hide you. Not your toys. They're just beside you. Beside you. But it's you I like. It's not the things you
This is good.
It's you I like. It's not the things you.
Oh, yeah. We're working.
It's every part of you?
Lots of different words.
Yeah. Okay, that's good though. It was really good up to that. That's fantastic. Love it.
Lots of good things at the beginning. Were there errors in there? Yes, there were. Are those errors good? No. But you're not. But you're going to allow them while you fix them. You're going to fix them, but you're going to fix them within this paradigm of musicality. Because let me tell you, those lines, and I hope they can hear it too. I just got to make sure I get this point across. Those lines where you're when you're doing that, that sets my heart free. Musically, it feels like this is the group I want to buy your recording. It sounds great. So just get the rest of it like that. Yeah, but that's not impossible. You just do it till it's there, and that's going to require some rotes because not everyone's feeling it the same way. That's fine. What do we rehearse for?
Yeah.
That exact reason, okay? And that's going to take some work because you need some time on it. And it can't be something you just, because for what it's worth, if you're going to spend 10 minutes, then yeah, you're just going to have to follow it. That's all you can do. If you only spend 10 minutes on it, then we're just going to have to follow it. Right, they don't have time for all that. But get used to doing that. And when you have other songs, do it like that too. You'll get used to it. Yeah.
Can we just try one more time and go into this? I don't want to end with us not knowing where we're
Feels
going.
better too, doesn't it? It feels better when you feel like I'm performing now. I feel like I'm singing the song now.
Okay, so we ended with your toys, they're just beside you, but it's you I like, every part of you, your smiles, your eyes, right?
Yeah.
So we got all that to put in there.
Yeah.
One more time, we'll just start the chorus again and we'll go into that.
It's you I like. It's not the things you wear. It's It's not the way you do your hair, but it's you I like. The way you are right now, the way down deep inside you. Not the things that hide you, not your toys. They're just beside you, beside you. But it's you I like. Every part of you.
Circular.
Your smile, your eyes, your feelings, whether old or new. I hope that you remember even when you're feeling blue. That it's you I like, it's you yourself, it's you.
There's a bill of stray over here. You're gonna have to go back and.
That part of the song is confusing.
It's weird.
Uh,
Good, good, good.
I've been working the hell out.
Yeah, it is.
We're working out, yeah.
Mark, I can't thank you enough.
I'll tell you, I'm
I
inspired by it. I start to see light bulbs go on. It's just the greatest thing. Anyway,
Great bunch of guys and they're so talented.
they really are. Let me tell you what.